Hey there. Ever wondered what makes a first date truly unforgettable? Well, you're in the right place. We're diving deep into first date tips, especially for you guys out there. But you know what? First impressions really matter. We're talking about setting the right tone, making her feel comfortable, and showing her the best version of you. Stick around for some foolproof first date advice that'll leave her hoping this isn't the last date. Tip 1. Start with a warm welcome wagon. Alright, first things first, let's talk about greetings. When you meet her, greet her with a warm smile and a friendly hello. Make eye contact, maybe even throw in a little wave. You know, the kind that says, "Hey, I'm happy to be here with you." And speaking of warm fuzzies, sprinkle in a genuine compliment. Did she put extra sparkle in her hair tonight? Is that a dress that would make even Beyoncé jealous? Tell her. But keep it real, folks. We're going for genuine admiration, not cheesy pickup lines. Remember, a sincere compliment can go a long way in breaking the ice and making her feel special. The key here is to be confident but approachable. Trust me, a little warmth and kindness can go a long way on a first date. Tip 2. Location, 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 and no, not your basement. Okay. So you've mastered the art of the warm welcome. Congratulations. Now let's talk about setting the stage. And by stage, I mean choosing the perfect location for your date. Remember, this isn't a hostage situation. It's a chance to chat and get to know each other. Instead, opt for a place that's comfortable, casual, and conducive to conversation. Think cozy cafes with comfy armchairs, bustling bistros with lively atmospheres, or even a scenic park bench if the weather's cooperating. The key here is to choose a spot where you can both relax and be yourselves. Avoid anything too loud, too crowded, or too formal. We want a place where you can actually hear each other speak and where the only thing you'll be battling is the urge to steal a bite of her dessert. So put on your thinking caps, consider her interests, and choose a place that screams, "Let's have a good time." Tip 3. Punctuality is the politeness of princes and, well, everyone. All right, let's talk timing, people. Being on time, my friends, is crucial. It shows respect for her time, it shows you're reliable, and it shows you're actually looking forward to this date. Plan ahead and leave early. Traffic happens, flat tires happen, alien abductions. Well, they're less common, but you get the point. Check the route, factor in potential delays, and aim to arrive a few minutes early. Plus, arriving early gives you a chance to compose yourself, check your teeth for stray spinach, and maybe even snag a breath mint or two. And remember, being on time is like wearing good deodorant. It's just common courtesy. Tip 4. Dress to impress yourself and maybe her a little. Now, I'm not saying you need to show up in a full tuxedo. Unless that's your thing, then you do you. But putting in a little effort goes a long way. Think of it this way. Dressing well is a form of respect for yourself and for the person you're meeting. First things first, consider the location. Match your outfit to the vibe of the date. If it's a casual coffee date, a nice pair of jeans and a button-down shirt will do the trick. Going somewhere fancier? Time to break out the slacks and maybe even a blazer. The key here is to find a balance between looking put together and feeling comfortable. Choose clothes that make you feel confident and showcase your personal style. Tip 5. Ditch the small talk, embrace the big questions. Okay, you've arrived on time, looking dapper, and she's even more lovely in person. Now what? Time to unleash your inner conversationalist. But hold on. Before you launch into a detailed analysis of last night's football game or the merits of different laundry detergents, let's talk strategy. First date conversations are all about finding common ground, sparking connections, and learning about each other's hopes, dreams, and favorite breakfast cereals. Ditch the small talk, the weather, traffic, the latest celebrity gossip, and dive into topics that genuinely interest you both. Ask open-ended questions that encourage her to share her thoughts, experiences, and passions. The goal is to create a conversation that flows naturally, feels engaging, and leaves you both wanting more. Tip 6. Listen up, Buttercup. Okay, fellas, time for some real talk about the art of listening. And no, I don't mean the kind of listening you do when your favorite song comes on the radio. I'm talking about active, engaged, I'm hanging on your every word listening. Think of it this way. Listening is like catching a fly ball. You have to keep your eye on the prize, anticipate its trajectory, and be ready to make the catch. So how do you become a master listener? First, ditch the distractions. Put away your phone, silence the notifications, and give her your undivided attention. Make eye contact, nod along, and resist the urge to interrupt with your own anecdotes, unless it's absolutely hilarious and relevant, of course. Remember, listening is a gift, a sign of respect, and a surefire way to make her feel heard and valued. Tip 7. Chivalry isn't dead, it's just wearing a new hat. All right, gentlemen, let's talk about the importance of being respectful and polite. Think of it this way. Being respectful isn't about being stuffy or old-fashioned. It's about treating someone with kindness, consideration, and common courtesy. So, what does chivalry look like in the 21st century? It's simple. Hold doors open, offer her your jacket if she's cold. And for goodness sake, don't interrupt her when she's talking. Tip 8. Show her you're interested. No, not like that. Okay. You're listening attentively, you're a master of chivalry, and you've managed to avoid spilling your drink on yourself. Impressive. Now it's time to take your interest to the next level by showing her you're genuinely curious about getting to know the real her. Think of it this way. You're like a detective, and she's a captivating mystery just waiting to be unraveled. Go beyond the surface-level stuff and delve into topics that reveal her passions, dreams, and quirks. By asking thoughtful questions and really listening to her answers, you're showing her that you see her, you value her, and you're invested in getting to know the real her. Tip 9. Proceed with caution, or better yet, avoid them altogether. Okay. Let's talk about those conversational landmines that have the potential to turn a delightful first date into a full-blown disaster controversial topics. You know what I'm talking about. Politics, religion, the correct way to load the dishwasher. These are topics that can quickly derail a conversation and leave you both feeling awkward and uncomfortable. Think of it this way. A first date is like a delicate dance. You're both trying to find your footing, establish a connection, and avoid stepping on each other's toes. Discussing potentially divisive topics is like throwing a rogue disco ball into the mix. It's chaotic, unpredictable, and likely to end in disaster. Your goal on a first date is to create a fun, lighthearted, and positive atmosphere where you can both relax and get to know each other. So, what should you talk about instead? Focus on common interests, shared experiences, and positive topics that bring you both joy. Tip 10. Ending on a high note, and no, I don't mean karaoke. Well, you've made it to the end of the date, and hopefully you're both still speaking to each other. Congratulations. Now it's time to stick the landing and leave her with a lasting positive impression. Think of it this way. You're like a gymnast performing a floor routine. You've nailed all the tumbles, leaps, and spins, and now it's time for the final pose. So how do you end a date on a high note? First and foremost, be genuine. If you had a great time and you're interested in seeing her again, let her know. A simple, I had a really wonderful time tonight, or I'd love to get together again sometime, is all it takes. No matter the outcome, always end the date by thanking her for her time and company. It's a small gesture that shows you respect her and appreciate the effort she put into the date. So there you have it, gentlemen. A crash course in first date etiquette that'll leave her wanting more. Remember, a successful first date is all about being your best self, showing genuine interest, and creating a fun and memorable experience for both of you. Now I want to hear from you. What are your go-to first date tips? Share your wisdom in the comments below, and let's help each other navigate the wonderful world of dating. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tips and advice. See you next time.